Hey everybody, this is going to be phase one of the case study, and if you're just tuning in and you haven't heard about this case study, it's going to be on CPA e-com products being promoted on Google AdWords. So let's take a look at the overview. Phase one is offer and keyword research. So, with e-com, there's a lot of different products, obviously. Like pretty much anything that can be sold on the internet is considered e-com. That's a physical product. More so when it's something that's like a gadget type of offer. Obviously you can buy skin products that are physical products online, but they're not really considered e-com as much as just general merchandise. So, there's a lot of gadgets, like I mentioned. So I started with gadgets, and I kind of branched out from there. So I want to see what other people are already promoting to get a taste of the market and kind of see what's going on instead of jumping into something that's super niche or super targeted. So I'm just going to type in gadgets into Google. Okay, maybe let's type in cool gadgets. Okay, so as we can see, here's some ads. The first one is Amazon.com or .ca. So obviously, they're buying traffic for cool gadgets. Let's see what else we can find here. Okay, there's no more on page one. Let's look at page two. Okay, so we see some more ads here. Top 8 incredible new gadgets make your life better in 2018. GeekyGifts.net. And gearbest.com. So let's take a peek at what these people are doing and why they're targeting cool gadgets. So geekygifts.net seems to be actually selling products. So these guys are kind of like a wholesaler like Amazon is, or a reseller at minimum. So there's a difference between affiliates like us that are trying to promote products, and there's difference between people that actually have wholesale capabilities and own the products. So we can only bid so much for traffic, and we can only pay so much for traffic, and that's based on what the payout is for our offer. So obviously, since we don't own the products and they're CPA offers, we get a commission of the sale to sell that product. So that's if our CPA is $40, we're pretty limited on how much we can pay per click. So when you see people like this, you know that they probably own the products or they're getting a really good wholesale deal. Therefore, they can spend more money on advertising costs because they're making more money off the product. So we really don't want to copy what these guys are doing or really put too much thought into it. They own the products. Let's just kind of move on. Okay, so gearbest.com. Again, these guys are in the same situation as the other site. They're either selling wholesale or they're a reseller of some sort. But these guys are actually selling the product. They're not just middlemen like affiliates where they're getting commission. So let's kind of move on. Hypertech. Okay, so these guys look like affiliates. It doesn't look like they're product owners. I mean, it could be product owners that are making this type of article. However, it looks like it's more geared as an affiliate. So let's see where these take us. Drone 720X. Okay. So these guys actually do own the offer from what it looks like. They own the products, I should say, and they're just promoting it themselves. However, this kind of looks like something that we could mimic in a sense. Like I mentioned, I wanted to have like 20 plus articles on my blog page. And these guys don't have 20, mind you, but they do have 8. And they are buying traffic from Google. And that keyword is cool gadgets. So let's continue. We know that people are selling individual products like this just through a simple blog page. So let's see what else we can find here. So cool gadgets. Let's look at some of the related search results. Cool gadgets for men. the life hack. Okay, so these guys are selling the products right on their site. Gift advisor, same idea. Yeah. Check page 2. Okay. So let's go back. And I mean, this might look like a slow process, and to be completely honest, it is. We're literally just combing through Google results to see who's selling what and how. So this is part of kind of doing some campaign research and some research on offers. Cool gadgets cheap. Shop gadgets for less. Gearbest.com. So like I've looked at some of these in the past, and these ones are most certainly wholesalers. So let's try something different. Trending gadgets. Again, we see hypertech. So this was the same page I was looking at a few minutes ago. Right. Okay, so that's 2 keywords now that we found they're targeting. So what I'm going to do is start making a list of these keywords. And like I said, it's always good to kind of look at related searches as well. Cool technology gadgets, new technology 2018. Life hack. Kind of look at some of these, see if they're doing anything different. Okay, so this seems to be a little bit similar to the other page. Yeah, these guys are also wholesalers. Clearly a store. Okay, so not much there. Let's try popular gadgets 2018. Hypertech. So there, once again, we can see that they're targeting cool gadgets. Or sorry, not cool gadgets, popular gadgets. So essentially, this is how you want to kind of do some research and gather some keywords and get some ideas. So that hypertech page, we need to see if we can find these offers. This is kind of how I've started. I track simple and effective GPS car, neck relax, clear view, smart car, tactical X flashlight. So let's keep gathering keywords and see what others we can find. gadget gifts. Hypertext there again. All right, so this is a good sign. This is multiple keywords from that page, and I'm pretty confident I can get some of these offers that we see on this page. So I'm going to spoil the secret. I've already gone through gadgets, and I've already gathered a list of keywords by doing this. I just kind of want to show you guys how to do it yourself. So it's literally as simple as trying different keywords and checking out what people are doing in the paid position. So like whoever's buying traffic for that keyword. And like, I know this seems like I found something right away. I spent probably 7-8 hours doing keyword research before I came across that hypertech page. So yeah, don't be discouraged if you can't find something in 2 seconds like I had done. But I'm going to show you the keywords I had found. Here we go. Every one of these keywords is being targeted by hypertech and many other pages like hypertech. Looks like they're off page 1 now. Hypertech. Men, gadgets, and gear. Hypertech. So, and there was 2 or 3 other pages similar to hypertech that had various products that I also found. So that's how you do some keyword research, and it's not a pretty fun thing to do. It takes some time, and it can be monotonous and tiring and frustrating, but you know, it's free. You didn't have to pay for a spy tool, and like I said, over time, these are all the keywords I came up with that I know people are targeting, and they're also pushing CPA offers to the traffic from these keywords. So once you kind of have an idea, I mean, we looked at the offers briefly. Now, in other scenarios, you guys will have to go out and try to find these offers from different affiliate networks. But luckily, because you're Powerhouse Premium, I've already got them all for you. So these are all available inside Powerhouse. I'm not going to be giving them out to anybody until this case study is completed. And I guess what I want from you guys is I want you guys to follow with me. So as I'm going through each of these steps and as I drop each video, I want you guys to do that research on your own and find stuff on your own. Obviously, this real good stuff I'm finding, I'm not sharing in this video, but this is something you guys can really benefit from as far as the training side of it and implement it. So, I mean, like I said, when you're waiting for this next video after this, the second phase, start doing keyword research. There's a million different things that you can just Google, and you can see if other people, other affiliates are pushing them or selling them. So, yeah, that's essentially what we're going to do just for some offer research and just kind of testing out the market to see, or viewing the market rather, to see what's being sold and what isn't. So the next part of phase 1 is our keyword research. So let's do this real fast. Let's go to AdWords. So here are my keywords that I've done research and found. Now, I always like to use a little tool called the Keyword Planner, and it's available inside AdWords. So get search volume and forecasts. So I'm going to paste my keywords. Okay. So this is a forecast of what I can get on these keywords. Take a look. 830 clicks for $690. I'm probably not going to spend that much to start. We'll get into that more once I get the campaign set up. But I'm probably going to spend $100 a day to start testing. And I figure $100 a day for maybe 5 days, maybe spend 500 total. It should give me a good amount of data. And there's going to be indicators whether I need to change my approach well before I spend 500. I should know within the first day or two if I have to change directions. Maybe there's certain things I'm doing wrong. But if we take a look, you look at these keywords, this is showing how many clicks and impressions you can get over the next, I think it's set to 7 days. Yeah, so October 21st to 27th. So if I just wanted it to be for today, okay, so I can get 200 clicks for $160. With my ad having a click-through rate of 8.8%, obviously. I haven't submitted any ads, so it's really hard to know. My average position would be number 1. However, I'm going to pay 84 cents a click. Now, that's too expensive. I'm probably going to bid around 15 cents a click to start until I start getting traffic, which is probably going to put me in, position 10 or 11 or 12. So I'll be like 2 or 3 pages into the search results, if not more. But I'm not going to come out of the gate spending 84 cents. There's no need of it. And right now, we have no idea whether this is going to be actually profitable or not. So that's something we'll determine as we go. But I would definitely start your bids lower than what they suggest or what your average might be in your forecast. So it kind of gives me a little bit of data here, but this isn't really the data I'm looking for. Let's go back to the tool again. Find new keywords. So let's enter these keywords. We can only enter 10 at a time. Let's do that to start. So on this side, this is going to give us keyword ideas, and it's going to give us a bit of forecast on those keywords. So you can see here, best gadgets for men, average monthly searches between 10 and 100. Competition is high. Top page bid, 22 cents, which isn't bad. That's the low range, obviously. 75 cents is the higher range. But as you look through here, you can kind of see where the volume is. Cool Gadgets has a decent amount of volume, but also keep into consideration what the competition's like. So these ones are really high. There's a few medium. And I mean, I'm not saying don't bid on high competition keywords. Just be aware that depending on what these range bids are like, you may not get a lot of traffic. If there's a lot of people that are competing for the traffic on best gadgets for men, and you start off with a 15-cent bid, you're probably not going to get a majority of that traffic. And if you also look, there's only 10 to 100 searches roughly a month. So that's not a lot of traffic, and especially if you're not bidding top dollar for the traffic. So, but these ones here, like 100 to 1,000, 10,000 to 100,000, these are ones that I'm going to focus more on, 1K to 10K. And again, these are not the keywords necessarily that I typed in. These are more or less just giving me ideas on top of the keywords that I already searched. So I believe there's a way here, add keywords. There should be a way for me just to check the actual statistics on the keyword that I'm searching. You might have to do these one at a time. I'd have to play around with it more. Okay, so obviously if we type new car gadgets, the first one's going to come up is new car gadgets. So if we look at the list, let's just take one from the middle. Electronic gadgets for men, latest gadgets in the market. Cool gadgets for men who have everything. So this is kind of a sentence more than a keyword. But there is something else that AdWords can do for you. Sometimes I'll show you once you get in, we start building the campaign, but you can do phrases. So if the keyword is contained in a specific phrase, then it'll target that whole phrase, which can be great, and it can also be bad as well. So we'll go over that once we get into the later phases. But I guess the idea for this is literally just to come in and get an idea of what you're going to be paying per click, what the competition's like on those keywords, and really what the search volume is like on those keywords. And that is pretty much it. So essentially, you need to do some research on Google, find out what people are doing, type in some keywords with the idea you have, like whatever niche you plan on targeting. Since mine is e-com and I'm going to kind of focus on gadgets, I started with gadgets. I found an affiliate-like page, and I also found other affiliate pages that people are pushing gadgets. So my next step was to try to find those offers, and like I mentioned, and I have found these from the people that own them. I have them loaded up for myself in Vault Media, and I also have them available for affiliates once we complete this case study. So, now that I found the offers, I took the keywords that I located while I was doing my research, and I did a little bit more research on them through Google, giving me, what my monthly searches are, competition, costs, and like I showed you the other way, you can kind of get a forecast of how much traffic you'll get and for how much. And if everything checks out, like if you see that there's a decent amount of searches, the costs are not atrocious. Some keywords you're going to search, the top bid in the high range may be like this one's $1.38, so that's really expensive, $2. And I've even seen them up to $15, $20 depending on what the product is. Obviously, if you're selling houses, you can afford to pay $200 a click if you're converting and selling a house for $300,000. So, it really depends on what's being promoted and how much money, I guess you could say, is in that particular market. So. Once you've done all these things, you've done your research, you found your niche, you found some affiliate-like pages that are selling products, you find the products, you do your keyword research and find out what's what. The next step would be to build your page. So that's going to be the next phase. I'm going to go through the blog and show you guys. Building pages is not a simple thing. It's easy to copy what somebody else is doing, but the problem is if you take a page somebody else has, like if I take Hypertech and I just copy everything and I try to promote it on Google, Google's not going to approve my ad because it's duplicate content. They can tell that there's another page buying traffic or already on the network that's matching that exact text and images, etc., etc. So you do need to be a bit creative. There's many, many, many ways to build a landing page. I'm going to focus on AdWords. Or sorry, not AdWords, but WordPress, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can build a decent WordPress site, and you guys can promote some products. So stay tuned for phase 2. It should be out shortly.